Hi everyone, I'm Connor. Today I'm going to be informing you about the differences between softball and baseball. When it comes to softball and baseball, they have both similarities and differences. Some similarities are that they all have the same positions, like softball, baseball have pitcher, first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, third baseman, catcher, right fielder, center fielder, and left fielder. And they also both have the same amount of people in the lineup, which includes 9, and you can either have the DH or the pitcher hitting, which most people do the DH. They each have 3 outs in 1 inning, and they're each played in the same season, like they're played in spring going into summer with the light fall season, and they each have bunting as a hitting strategy, which is when you're in your stands like this, and you just pull the bat around and you bunt it. It's like a little dinker that goes in the ground to try to get there fast. Softball and baseball also have a lot of differences. The main one, I think, is that softball is played in 7 innings, while baseball is played in 9. In extra innings in softball, when you get to the 10th inning, you get to a thing called international tiebreaker, which is when you start with the runner on second before every inning starts to try to get the game going faster. In baseball, you just have like normal innings till the next team wins. In softball, the bases are 60 feet apart, and in baseball, they're 90. So that makes it faster for softball to have to get the person out while they're running from home plate, and baseball could take more time. Since the bases are closer in softball, left-handed batters use this strategy called slapping, which is where they try to get out of the box faster. So they're in their stance like this, and they'll get a running start and try to do a light slap, and then run there. So the infielders have to come in crashing and throw it really fast to try to get the speedy lefties out. And in baseball, the pitchers throw overhand like that, which is why they're at a raised mound, and the ball goes at an arc, so when you try to hit it, it's much different than a softball, which comes in a windmill like this, and it comes in flat. So, like, softball has pitches like a rise ball, so it's coming in flat like this, and then it'll just rise like that while you're batting, or they have, like, curves, which baseball, it's more like that. With baseball pitchers tend to have more days off after they pitch a whole game because it's like much more of a strain on their arm when they pitch overhand. But softball, it's a natural swinging motion, so pitchers can go like back to back to back, however they feel comfortable. Baseball fields have grass in their infield, so if they hit a ground ball, it tends to be a little bit slower or die. But softball has all dirt, so it speeds up or it hits a bump in the dirt and can take a nasty hop. And the size of softball is much larger than a baseball, and it's also yellow. A baseball is white and, I don't know, about this big. And since the softball is much bigger, that's why the softball field is a lot smaller, because you can't really hit it as far. And also, like, men tend to be stronger than women in a very scientific way. So when they hit it, the ball just naturally goes farther. But a baseball travels farther because it's either coming in faster and it's smaller, so it can scientifically go farther. And just the fact where it's just proven that softball is much faster than baseball. You can watch the ESPN videos or anything where they do like the science about it. Well, softball with an elite D1 pitcher, they're pitching about 70 miles per hour. And that compares to less reaction time than in the MLB, a pitcher throwing 100 miles per hour at you. So in softball, like Division I, you have less time to swing at a pitch from a girl pitcher than you do from a professional MLB player throwing 100 miles per hour. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope I informed you a lot about softball and baseball and maybe got you interested in watching a game or two. You can come out to the softball field at Shepherd, look at our schedule, and see us play.